What's good, y'all, man? You know what it is, man. It's 100 Pit Poppy back at you, man. Yo, we gotta break it down, man. Cause listen, it's Fedtime with I got cut off. I don't know if I was choking on some water or the fake balls, but I had to cut that edit right there. It's all gonna be added along, you know what I'm saying? But listen, you already know this Fedtime with We gotta get down there. What's going down? One of my incredible stories, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all. I told you, as I was saying in the following excerpt, this is probably one of the wildest stories. Like, as I met my brother Abdul Salam, Youngstown, Ohio. Stand up. You know who you are. We wrapping up. But listen, this is a wild story because, listen, it takes place, all right, in Oklahoma City. We're in transit. I'm gonna give you the byline. Like, this is mid 2000s, early 2000s. All right, some backstory. I'm doing 20 in the feds. All right, no cap, straight, no muscle, no chaser. Y'all know who I am, man. Go look me up. I'm official like a referee with a whistle. So it's early 2000s, man. It ain't mid, it's early 2000s. If you don't know nothing about transit and Con Air, they fly you to Oklahoma City. That's a transit holdover. Lexington, Kentucky is a transit holdover. Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. I've been on all these transit holdovers, as well as penitentiaries and mediums and lows. So you can't nobody tell me. I did 20. I'm official, like I said. I'm official like a ref with a whistle. So I am. That's it. We're in transit. I am with my fellow inmates, my convicts. We're in Oklahoma City, OKC, one of the biggest transit spots in Federal Bureau of Prison. If you get in the mind like Nicolas Cage and Con Air and all that, Oklahoma City, like that's a big transit spot. Meaning, from Oklahoma City, they send federal prisoners to all types of prisons: California, Arizona, Washington State, Idaho, Texas, Arkansas, back east. I mean, OKC is a very big hub. I'm telling you, I've been there numerous times in my 20 years of incarceration, so I can tell you this. So that's why this story is really like, like I said, when I say it's the wildest, the most like, it's the story that made me understand my relationship with God. Because the law is who I bow and I submit to, man. Almighty God, all day long, every day. That don't change, man. So, but anyway, so you getting the backstory. Oklahoma City is a transit spot that sends prisoners to all type of federal prisons. Safford, Arizona, you know what I'm saying? Three Rivers, Texas, all them shits in Texas. Beaumont, all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, man. I'm official, like I said. So I'm in Oklahoma City. This is my second. I don't know if it's my second or my third, but I know it's not my first. Because I got 20 years. So I started on the East Coast. I started in West Virginia, Beckley. Then I went to New York, Otisville. Then I went to Pennsylvania. Then I went to Kentucky. Then I went to Georgia. Then I went to Oklahoma and Texas and, back to Kentucky and, Virginia. I did the routes. You can look me up, man. But anyway, we out. All right? We out in OKC, Oklahoma City, in the transit center. Every day you got to look at what they call a call out to show you who's leaving that day. A call out is like a list to show you 100 people in your dorm, or 20 or 30 people, because they got, in transit, they got probably 10 dorms of people, because, they flying people all over the country. I want you to get that concept of Con Air, Nicolas Cage. They flying you all over the country every day except for Saturday and Sunday. All right? Take it from OG, man. I've been in them airs. I made them Sky Marshals spend that money, man. I told them, listen, y'all gave me 20 years. I'm gonna make you spend a little bit of money, man, to fly me all over the country. Cause I'm gonna see what's what and what's popping and all that, man. That's why I was in 9 prisons. That's yeah. Who can say that? I was in 9 federal prisons. And my homies that get on here, man, I wish we could get live, like Abdul Salam, like Umar, man, like, Corey, man, whoever, man, G. But anyway, back to the story. Alright. So we getting flew in Oklahoma City. We're about to fly out. All right, this is when you get your call out sheet, like I said earlier, and it says Harden, pack up. Pack up means you flying out. They don't really tell you where you go. You can ask the CO, and if you got a rapport with them, they cool, you know, and all that. You ain't a dickhead. They ain't a dickhead. They may tell, okay, Harden, you going to Lewisburg. You going to Schuylkill. You going to Otisville. You going to Fort Devens, you know, Massachusetts. You going to Fort Dix, Fort Diddy, New York. You going to Petersburg, Virginia. You going to Fort, you know what I'm saying? So USP Lee or whatever Camp Lee. I know all them joints, man. I ain't got, you know. So anyway, you look on the call out, it tells you where you're going. So I see I'm on it. I already been out of Oklahoma, OKC probably a week or two, because this is holdover transit. They fly you here when you go on between prisons. So you don't understand that this ain't no like TV show. Or no, this between prisons, like if I'm going from Virginia to a prison in Georgia, they just don't move me from a prison in Virginia, which would be Petersburg if it's a federal prison, or USP Lee. They just don't move me to Georgia. Or maybe they do now. I'm telling you, when I was in, they gonna put your ass on that Con Air. So back, keep up with the story. Keep up. All right, keep up. So I'm flying out of OKC. I'm going to Pennsylvania. All right, I'm in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm flying to Pennsylvania. I'm going to one Schuylkill. I'm trying to think of the joints in Pennsylvania. Schuylkill. Oh man. It wasn't Lewisburg. It wasn't going back to the pen. It wasn't Schuylkill. Beckley is West Virginia. Bradford is McKean. I was going to McKean, Bradford, Pennsylvania. Work with me. Like I said, I'm 53. You look up Bradford, Pennsylvania. I bet you'll say FCI Federal Correctional Institute, McKean, Pennsylvania. So I was going from Oklahoma to McKean. All right. Already been to McKean. I've been kicked out of there. That's another Fedtime story, but we'll get in that later. I've been kicked out of McKean. I told you I've been in 9 joints. Keep up with me, man. Fedtime stories with is deep. I've been around a minute, man, all right? So I'm in Oklahoma City flying back to Pennsylvania. So when we get on the plane, you know, they shackle you and on. If you don't know the whole treatment, man, y'all don't understand. You get de-shackled, this is where they move that far. And they're around your wrist, they're around your waist. You know, they shackle your ankles. So you in the seat. Yeah, this how you in the seat on a plane flying. Like this. And your ankles are shackled. And they give you something. They give you a little brown bag, little bologna sandwich, turkey sandwich, little graham crackers, little apple juice. And you know me, I'm OG. I'm slipping it, knocking it down. Yo, you don't want that, homie? Let me get that. You know, I'm an OG of doing this. I got 20 years, man. This is my second time in Oakland Transit, you know. So I'm doing to make it happen. And that's when I hear somebody say, the plane's on fire. Then you know me, I'm in the middle of my apple juice. The plane's on fire? It's federal government, man. I heard it again. The plane's on fire. You better pray now. I heard that. I looked around, you know, because I'm not in the aisle seat, but I'm not in the middle. So I looked to the window and I looked to the aisle and I bust out laughing like, yeah, we got a newbie. There ain't nobody been on the plane before, they bugging out, you know what I'm saying? But when I looked at the wing was on fire. Yo, my whole mind processed the wing on fire in less than 10 seconds of like, oh Lord, this how I'm gonna beat my case. Everybody in the joint knew, I stayed in the law library. Like, man, I ain't letting these motherfucking savages win. I'm going back to court. They're going to let me back to court, man. Ain't no way, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, this time I'm going to win the law. I'm going to crash in the middle of Oklahoma somewhere, man, because the wing's on fire. This real deal, I'm telling you, man. When the dude Salon come, when he comment, when he see this video, and you got to remember, not just my brother, man. It was 500 other individuals on this plane, man, when the wing caught on fire in Oklahoma City. But getting back to him shouting it out, I started laughing. Like, you got to remember, I didn't know him then. This is a brother on the plane shouting out some random shit. I got to know him late in the story, which I'm a horrible storyteller because I'm trying to work through it. But anyway, yes, the only thing besides the law that saved us was that we had took off from Oklahoma City and we hadn't ascended over 20,000 feet yet. We was still, I mean, we was 30 minutes outside of Oklahoma City, but we wasn't, you wasn't 30,000 feet in the air yet. We was still 15 to 25,000. So when the wing caught on fire, the pilot was redirected to return back to Oklahoma City and land and let them give you another plane. This plane needs to be worked on, but listen, I'm in the middle of the air when the brothers say that and the wing is on fire. So listen, when we fly back in Oklahoma City, they got to put out the little inflatable parasite chutes that you slide down in. We had to exit the plane that way. We made the noon and noon news in Oklahoma City, and we was federal convicts. We could have died up there in the plane, and y'all wanted to know. I would have died over the cornfields of Oklahoma somewhere. And my son and daughter at the time, it wouldn't have been no Khalif in that year. I wouldn't have came home to have my 2 young sons. My lifeline would have ended at my 2 older children's, man. Yeah, man, this Fedtime with like, think about that. This some real shit. Like, y'all going through your day-to-day life. They flying over our heads right now. True Bill. But I remember this, man, and it was so crazy that, like I said, we didn't go up so high in altitude that we could return back in Oklahoma City and land. And we went back in to the holdover, OKC, and we stayed 2 more days. And they found us another plane for they flew us out. Now, you got to think, there's some crazy shit. We flying from Oklahoma to Pennsylvania. Don't nobody know but the federal government, man, the sky marshals. Come on, man. Come on, man. Fedtime when was serious, man. It'll make you think like that's what I mean. I fear Allah. I fear God, the power of God and what He can do. But other than that, man, that's why I hop on a plane or whatever. If I flew all over the country while I was in federal prison and the plane didn't crash and the law protected me, alhamdulillah. But real talk, man, like y'all don't understand, comprehend. Like, can you imagine? I thought we was gonna crash. Imagine your wing on fire. Yo, imagine your wing on fire, man. And I still had like 8, 9 years to do, man. Like, what the fuck? Yo, real talk, man. That's why, I move the way I move in the world, man. Because everybody's not the same. And I don't try to be nobody else. I know who I am. I know what I can withhold and what I can withstand, man. And my thing is all about, man, giving my family an experience in a life that they didn't have, what I didn't have, when they could say, yo, Pops went hard in the paint for us, whack a flack of fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about something like that, man, like, yo. And this is what's wild. This is the tidbit to the story. The brother who screamed out, the plane is on fire. When we landed, after we left a couple days later and we flew back to Pennsylvania, we ended up being in the same fucking medium security prison, McKean, Bradford, Pennsylvania. He ended up becoming my workout partner. He ended up becoming my hip-hop manager because he'll tell you I was the illest MC that ever graced the earth. Y'all can talk all that bullshit you want. I let him stamp me. But anyway, he was my workout partner, my hip hop manager. Till I fired him for workout because he was slacking. I was going crazy, man. I was lifting too much weight. I don't blame him now. But he was like, you tripping, man. You been locked up too long. But yo, Abdul Salam, I love you, I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of Allah. We gonna get together, brother. You coming down to DR, you and the wifey and the children, man. Mi casa su casa, what's understood don't have to be repeated. But yeah, this brother that called out that the plane was on fire, we ended up becoming workout partners. Muslim homeboys, he took a shahada, became Muslim. That's my brother to this day. To this day, man. That's why I wish I could, I could pipe him in and tell the story, but he probably working, making some money or making somebody's life better right now. But when you see this Abdul Salam, man, a.k.a. I ain't got, like I said, I ain't got to say your government. You know who you are, man. Yo, bro, that was the wildest thing that solidified us meeting. Allah allowing us to meet. You becoming my workout partner, becoming my brother in faith. And you out here doing the damn thing, man. You a king, man. You taking care of your family. And yo, Fedtime with that was a wild one, man. Don't ever be on a plane when the wing catch on fire, man. I'm going to see how you react, man. I start laughing. What can I do? I'm handcuffed like this. I'm like, man, I'm about to go out like this. Oh, man, I'm going to be scattered all over the cornfields, man. But anybody know me, that's my mentality. You know, I ain't no sucker. I ain't no something, man. And, you know, you got one life. That's why I tell y'all to live it, man. But, yeah, so I'm going to wrap this up. Episode 2 of Fedtime with always done, man. Don't get on no plane when the wind catch on fire, especially Con Air. I got the Con Air Fed story for you over OKC. Peace.